We are going to start our circuit straight away, and as you can see there, we already have a breadboard. So we are going to start with the resistor part. So this is going to be the first part we are starting with, this one. So this is our resistor. You will just have the resistor folded like this, and this carefully. Make sure you fold the resistor carefully, and let's put the resistor at between 10 and 16. We put the resistor between 10 and 16, as you can see. Now now that we have put a resistor between 10 and 16, we now want to connect the long side of our diode, light emitting diode, this side, the left side, to the side of the resistor, and the other one we'll just have it hanging so that we can tap there to our negative side. So the long one, we said these things are connected like this from up to down. These ones are connected this way, this way, this way, this way, this way. So if I put, so long as I'm just in line number 16, anything I put in line number 16 is connected to the resistor. So the long one is the one that I'm putting to line number 16, because that's how our circuit tells us we should do. So I come, let me put it very close, I'm putting it there, and this other one will be at line number 17. So the long one is at 16, the short one is at 17. So it will look like that. So what next? After that, we have now this part. This short one is now supposed to be connected to the ground, G and D. And G and D, we said this negative side is where we put it there so that we can just tap it directly to our power source. So it's good practice always to color code so that you don't mix up yourself. So I will go to line number 17. Remember, anything along this line number 17 will be connected to this short side of our LED. So I will go to line number 17 and let me put it there. I'm at line number 17, and after putting it there, I will put it along this blue side, the negative side, because we say the negative side is the ground. So anywhere there, I'm going to put it right there. So what are we left with? We are left with this other side, because we started here. So this other side of our resistor, we are supposed now to connect it to positive 5 volts. And where are we going to get our voltage? We will get it from our positive line. That's where we will tap our voltage from our source, and all the voltage will get in here. So it's always good practice. Now for the voltage side, always use red for the plus side. We also call the plus side VCC in electronics, VCC. Just like the negative side, we called it ground. The positive side, anywhere you see VCC, you know that's where voltage comes from. So that part, we are now at this area. So this area is at number 10. So because we said these ones are connected vertically, this one's vertically, this one's horizontally, this one's horizontally. So anything along this number 10 on this side, anything along this number 10 will be connected to here. So I will straight away put it here on number 10. There is along number 10. You know that both of them are in number 10, and I will tap it anywhere along this line which has the positive. Hope we are clear up to there. Now we are getting to the final bits of us now providing power to our circuit. Right now we are having our circuit connected to our breadboard, but we are not having power. So how will we give our circuit power? So we're going to use something called an Arduino, which has its own power source. And an Arduino looks like this. The one we are using right now is called an Arduino Uno. It has its own power sources, and you will note that at these areas, you will note that at these specific areas you will see something like the GND. So any pin we will tap along this one will give us the ground. And here, if you look at this part carefully, here you will see the 5 volts. So this is the 5 volts, this is the 3.3. So we'll get our 5 volt from here. So we'll have a jumper wire connected here from 5 and put it at a place that you can see well. There, I think there you can see it well. So we will have our 5 volts come from here to here, and we will have our GND either come from here or here at the far end. You will also see another GND, and that's how we will power our thing. Then after doing that, we will now let me make sure now our Arduino board is connected. Note that it can get its power here from the battery, or it can get its power from this cable. This is called A to B cable. This USB cable comes from the computer, so it has this ending, and this ending now goes to the computer. And if I connect it to the computer right now, you will see some lights there, which means it will be powered automatically. So before I do anything else, I just want to power that board. I'm connecting it directly to the computer. Now you've seen some power. It means now our board is ready to power our circuit. So as I said, 5 volts. We are going to use color coding. Color coding, I mean where we are using voltage, where we have voltage, we use red. So our 5 volts will be, just count to be sure, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, because these are 2. So that will be our 5 volts. And our negative, we've connected that to 5. It's not at 3.3, it's at 5. It's at 5. So let me put it in a way that you can see well. And ground, we'll just use here, anything in between here, there where there's GND. So from GND, this one is from GND, this one from GND, ground, we will tap it just along this blue line. That's where our negative goes to. So it will supply all the negative. The negative will be connected like along this horizontal line up to the end. We say these parts are connected from end to end. This one's from here to here, here to here, but this one's from end to end. This one's at the far end. So the last one is the positive one. Just tap it here, and I want you to watch our LED. Will it go on? Yes. And congratulations, we have just created our first circuit, and that's how our first circuit looks like. So a small reminder, this one is connected to the GND of our Arduino board, and this other one is connected to the positive 5 of our Arduino board, and it's connected along the positive line. This other one is connected along the negative side line. So see you in the next video, where we will now get into more components of the Arduino, and you'll come now to realize what an Arduino is and the parts of an Arduino. So if I disconnect anything, like I disconnect even the positive only, it will go off. So I want you to look at it carefully. Off. If I put the positive back, on.